lot of the themes from last year were almost an extension of what I saw this year. Most notably was the increase on ESG transparency. Not necessarily what companies are not doing, but the need for transparency. I think linked to that was the rise of the social investor and what we as mining companies need to do to make sure that that transparency is there. The call for further partnerships, and I think linked to that common shared vision. So Rash, I've been coming to the Mining Indaba and a key sponsor for the last 4 years now. This has been an ongoing theme. I think what I've appreciated about this year's discussions, however, there seems to be a consolidation of these themes. So shared vision, and lastly, and very, very importantly, the need for increased local content, be it with all of the local governments, the communities, as well as the inclusion of more diversity within the mining sector. So those would be some of my high-level takeaways. And we use Mining Indaba to both tell the world what we're doing and almost track ourselves against what we said last year. But more than that, to continuously look for new partners in which to work with. We see Mining Indaba as being an excellent platform for that. But I think most importantly, coming back to the themes from this year, we see this as a good platform to consolidate the conversations that we as the mining industry have, and then once a year, how we come together to try and find solutions against them. I have to say, generally, when you get government together and when you get industries together and mining companies, there's never the intent of not to get it right. I mean, South Africa can be used as an example. 2 years ago, when we came to Mining Indaba, we had the looming Mining Charter 3 over our heads without a solution. But look at how far we've come. It's not totally resolved, but how far we've come to actually start dialogue with the ministry to get to where we are. I think, that should be an example for the rest of the industries to follow. Similarly, I've been amazed at how countries like Botswana, who we knew had a stable mining code since 1999, very agile in terms of how quickly they could turn around licensing, etc. But, they've actually stolen the show. So there's examples on our doorstep, like Botswana. And then so encouraged to see the presidents of DRC as well as Sierra Leone coming out to say, if I want investors, this is where I need to be, and let me explain to investors why my destination should be seen as more attractive than the other. So the message there, Rash, is that the intent is there, the commitment is there, but now we need to start converting conversation and dialogue into action. And I have ideas, and I do want to speak to the organizers here, but how do we maintain that tracking of actions coming out of these conversations? So when we come here next year, it's not another talk fest.